Hey there, welcome back guys. This is part one in the build your own drone series. That's right, we're going to take this apart and rebuild it with a new flight controller that we have here from scratch. So without any further ado, let's get started. This is the Pavo 25 Pro. As you can see right here, we've got our remote ID on it, kind of jerry-rigged on there. We've got a breakout board, which is why we need to take this apart, because this is how we get into our drone, by hacking it. And those hacking days are over because now we don't need to use the breakout board to solder these wires. We have these connectors right here. If you don't want to solder the wires, there's a link in the description down below that'll tell you which wires go where on the flight controller, so you can get in there, because the USB, micro USB connector thingy is broken and we didn't have any luck soldering it back on. Pulling it in and out just made its days numbered. So here we are right here. The first part, we're going to be backing it up. Second part, we're going to be taking it apart. And the third part will be the rebuild and the final finish / touch up. And hopefully it'll go up in the air. All right, so this is it here. This is the breakout board connector that we managed to jerry-rig on there. Special thanks to Drone Camps. I actually called him and I said, how do I get in? And this was one of the ideas he had. So this is what makes the magic happen, so that when you grab your USB-C cable like this and plug it in, because we want to plug it in because we want to flash the new chip with these settings here. If you can't get in, then you're pretty much gonna have to copy the settings or pray that you can remember those settings. But we're just gonna launch Betaflight right here so that we can back it up. Here it is right here. We have the Betaflight app. There's also a link in the description down below on how to download it, because it is a nightmare. Things have changed. We're gonna select connect. And see, I'm connected, but apparently it's not working. We've got a red light here, which means we are good to go. But that just usually means you have to click here. Can't find my USB, and then select it, and voila. Now we can press connect, and voila, we're in. You can see our drone. We're moving it up and down, and everything's working out fine. We can, except for this, we can recalibrate the accelerometer, make sure it's and then let's see, it should work. Which straight is straight is not really straight. Okay, leave it like that. Yeah, that should do the trick. And we're going to test the drone out to make sure it does work. Let it hover up and then down. See? There we go, here, here, and that's up. It should make the magic happen. Calibrate. And anyway, you get the idea. All right. Whoops, we got booted out. Let's try connecting again. Probably because we moved it, but that's okay. You just click right here. Can't find my USB. And sometimes you just have to plug it out and plug it in again. See, there it is, our UART. It's paired, connect, and then connect again. And then voila, see, now it's straight, which is fine. So it did work, but sometimes things glitch out, but that's good for business, because then we can say, welcome back to everything that glitches. So sometimes you'll hit calibrate and it's not gonna, you think it's doing it, but it's not doing it. But on the reboot, as you can see, we got our drone the way we want it to be, and it's fake simulator or whatever you want to call it. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go around here, CLI. But first look at the ports. You shouldn't have to take screenshots of it, but if you do, that's fine. Configuration, just try to remember. As you can see, this is what we have on our configuration here, but most of all, take a screenshot of this. This is key, because sometimes with these new flight controllers, see, we have 0 here, 0 here, 0 here, but you want to make sure that you have the clockwise 270 flip first gyro. That's for this chip. Another chip might be different. But as long as we know that these settings are fine, because sometimes you might not have the opportunity to flash it, right? So we're just gonna take a screenshot of this. On the Mac, it's Command Shift, I believe, 3. You hear that? So yeah, 4 lets you select. Everything else should be fine. We're probably gonna update the 03 air unit. We could put an 04 in there, but I'm saving that for another drone. Everything else I'm comfortable with. Just try to remember what's what. Here we have 75% on the output, and you don't have to remember all these settings because we're going to take a dump. We're going to take a dump together, CLI dump, that is. So basically, you're going to go here, CLI, and then you put your cursor in there, wait for it to work its magic. As you can see, it says, please type your command. So we're going to type in DUMP and press enter. See, the text is down there. And thankfully, there's no red. And so, see, the batch ended. So we're going to click Save File. And then we're going to save it to desktop. Or we can select, if we do have an other, but I don't see other. Sometimes you have the option to create your own new folder by pressing this right here. New folder, call it whatever you want. Call it Drone 25 Backup, right? Because you need to know this is the Pavo, call it whatever you want. And then backup, and then it's going to save it to the folder. And now it should be on the desktop. Okay, and look for it. Well, it should be. If you don't find it or see it, just go back to see where the CLI dump was and back into the file, and you can find the path there. See, save to file. And as you can see, Drone 25 backup, it's in the folder. So it's not, you're not looking for the file itself, but the folder. See right here? See? And there it is. So now what you want to do is right click it and then compress it. Now, no matter what happens, it'll never get messed up. Take this one and Command Delete and put this somewhere on a drive, off your computer, on your computer, whatever works right for you. In this case, we're just going to drop it into Drive 2027. See, it's there. So now, no matter what happens, whenever you extract and open it, if you make changes to it, you're always going to have the original. So always zip the original file so that if you screw it up, you can always revert back to what it was and what it used to be, since it no longer is whatever you screw up moving forward. Knowing that moving forward, let's test the drone out and see if it flies, right? Because we want to make sure when we flash everything that we took the correct settings. We should just be able to hover. Fortunately, there are too many TFRs right now, so we're not going to be able to test it out outside today, but later on we will. So we're just going to need our goggles and I believe our remote controller. Turn that on, let the magic happen. Don't put the battery in yet, because that'll drain it, and then by the time you're ready to go and test things, it'll be time to land because it will have died. So we're just going to turn this on, our remote controller. That's on. I can put this on. See, it already sunk with the goggles, but now, so as you can see here, just move that a little bit. This is the Roku remote ID, because this Apollo 25 is actually designed to fly with a camera. It's that robust with its motors and everything. But you know, if you're like the greatest American hero, can't fly but can fly, but have trouble with those crash landings, and this is going to go flying. So just be careful. Here's our battery right here, 4S, and we can. You know, we could always, you never know when we might want to get in, right? So we can make like a little something later and jerry-rig it. No! Oh, that's it. The end of that. This is a breakout board. There's links to this in the description. One time around. So now that that's secure, nothing should happen. Okay, we're going to, oh, something sunk. So I'm just going to go into the goggles and make sure that it connects to the O3 air unit. This is an O3. Goggles are on. This light in here would be what color? You can check underneath. Oh, it's red. We might be able to get something in there. See, underneath there, it's red. In case you can't see. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, but we can definitely squeeze a pin in there. Okay. For the bind button. So once this starts to flash, it's flashing, and I can hold this button there, and it should go beep beep. See? Yay, we're connected. So now I should see something. Yes, I see it in the goggles. So now that I can see in there, I can take the battery, right, and strap it down. I just want to hover, make sure the drone still works and all that other fun stuff before I go taking it apart. This way we know when we flash it with its previous settings that, hey, it should work. Okay, that's all we want to do. And always fly responsibly. You never know when you're going to need your hands, and you want to make sure that you can do whatever you need to do in case of an emergency. We make these videos so you don't have to. Rise up to the occasion. Go in here and look for, it says throttle and angle. You want to make sure you're in angle mode. Okay, and make sure you know which one's power on, power off. Remember it has, remember it has an accelerometer. So if I let go, it might bring the drone up. Could always change the settings. Whoops. There we go. Okay, I want to turn the lights on. Again! Voila. Just want it to hover. Ha! Okay, so we know it works, but now the hardest part's going to be taking it apart and praying when we put it back together. It's going to make the magic happen like we just did right now. We're just going to shut this off. We backed up the settings, made sure it works, put it off site so that when we get back online and want to revert back to it, everything should happen. And now we're going to part 2, take this thing apart and make sure everything works out just right for you. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Hope that this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.